EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Music City. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, and Nissan Stadium on the shores of the Cumberland River. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tennessee Titans. I'm Mike Tirico, and out there is Tyler Luke to get us started. Off we go from Nissan Stadium. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. The bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Now he takes off. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Viking, Dragon 50. 70 Rangers, 70, go.
He'll look to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 14 on that one. That's good for a Titan first down.
On the ready. Let's go. Mustang Knight, Bronco 80.
He'll drop to throw. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a second down.
19, side.
A first carry here for Devon Achane. Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
70.
It's 3rd and 7.
Now they'll set up to throw. Moving to his right. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. Quick throw there. That's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up second down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive.
And he can't get away. Down he goes back at the 16. Jalen Carter getting in for the sack, and that's going to make it 3rd and goal.
Hey, let's go. Panther, 70 Lions. Cowboy 80. 65 catch. 65 catch. Ready.
Back to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
So you find yourself down here in the red zone. This is where it's critical for the quarterback, Mike, to understand he's only got 2 options. Put the ball in a spot where your guy can catch it, or in a spot where nobody can catch it. Unfortunately for them, this time ends up being the latter. You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25. but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Okay, break. Buffalo 18. And let's go.
They'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 2 plays, 2 nice pickups to start the drive. This one a gain of 18.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Pushed out to his left. Now he'll run. And he'll slide to a halt after picking up about 6.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
In motion, Lamb. Out to his right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That's a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
3rd down, we'll try to get it on the ground. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chain. On the run to the right. And that ball ran in too far, maybe too long. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
Cowboy in. Deputy Ranger.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, wide open. He's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
Look, Mike, I don't want to imply that they drew this play up specifically because this is when the league is celebrating National Tight Ends Day. But you got to admit, it's kind of fun seeing him score on this day in particular and join his fellow tight ends who've also scored throughout the league.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Ready? 98. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Come back. Hey, Dragon 60.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
That's good for a Titans first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's a first carry for their running back. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
This is the job of any linebacker, Mike, having the ability to go downhill fast, hit an open gap, and make a play in the backfield. But I think we can actually consider this going above and beyond because he was able to make that stop so far behind the line of scrimmage.
So after one, it's the Eagles with the early advantage. We're back in Music City after this. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. He's got Laporta open on the left side. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up third and
Trap 50,
12.
trap 50. Here we go, shot. 18, Cowboy 80. Warriors, Buffalo 18. Panther 11, Panther.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll go right back to Laporta. 14 yards on that pass play there. First down for Tennessee.
Cowboy 80.
And the Titans
19 Tiger, 19 Lion.
first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
79 Broncos. 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks.
Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scrambles.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Throwing now on first and 10. Moving to, and this time the rush gets home. And down he goes. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14.
Second and 14.
Cougar 19.
26-yard line.
Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up first and goal. They'll have to go the full 10 yards with first and goal. Now, faking the give. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
He'll take this one down to the 8-yard line.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. I would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
Last drive yielded 3. They'd like more. See what happens on third and goal. Exiting the pocket right. Under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
70. Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
So I really like the decision, Mike. This is a rookie quarterback making more veteran decisions, and I think in his growth process this early on in his career, those are really good signs because how often do we see these?
Oh, the ball is out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them, go out of bounds.
That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here comes the Eagles punt team. Two minutes to play in a tight one-point game in this first half. We're back to Nashville in a moment. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 19, Charger. 9, Cowboy 80.
They'll begin here on the ground and mark them down up beyond the 30. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive. So, a pair of first downs moves them out to the 47-yard. And it's 1st and 10. He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Runs out of the gun with Achane. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Throwing now on 3rd and long. Thought that one might have had a chance for a second there, but not to be. It's a pickup of 8, and it brings up 4th down. So the Eagles use their first time out here as the clock stops. With 46 seconds remaining in the first half. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down.
7 Pirates, Viking 18, 19, 79 Broncos, Mustang 19.
Throwing now from the gun. He's got it, tight end. That's Laporta. And he's going to have a Titans first down as they get the conversion with a gain of 14.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Titans get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
Outside of coming away with a touchdown, I'm not sure they could have done any better to close out that half. I mean, they burned all the clock. They don't let the opponent possess the ball, and they come away with points.
The Eagles take over first and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it, and that's going to bring an end to this first half. This is still anyone's ball game at this point. The difference is just 2 as we begin quarter number 3. Now return coming from the 7. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
Bronco switch. Cut right there. Cut. Go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Completing that one to Carter. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
60 Eagles. 65.
Off the play fake.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stop the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down.
3rd and 7.
One away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Eagles punt team. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And that one not placed as well as he had hoped. It's all the way into the end zone for a touchdown. Driving start on the ground, and he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Jalen Carter out of Georgia makes the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8.
Go! 1979 Broncos. Hurt. 7 Pirates.
He'll get this out to his running back. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. 10 yards for number 10 on that one, and it's 1st and 10. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10.
Come on.
He'll get this out wide, and he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
Bronco 80.
They'll look to throw yet again.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second reads, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
18, 5 in, drop 6, Panther 11, Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready?
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. They get 19 on that pass play. That's good for a Titans first down.
At the 42-yard line.
Cowboy 80, Warrior 70. Nineteen tight. Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. That one out wide to A-Track. They'll get him up 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and 5.
Ready.
Here's a designed run. He'll manage only a couple. That's John Campbell getting in there to make the play.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Cougar 19, Panther 60, Panther 60, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. That's deep for the back of the end zone.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down.
19, 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Blitz coming, he'll throw it. That's taken in, and he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
All right, Mike, so think back to earlier in this game. The coach decides to be aggressive. He's successful on 4th down. He decides to do it again. This time, the defense has other ideas and comes up with a huge 4th down stop.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain. As he throws and it is incomplete, just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
On the jump.
1st and 10.
70 Lions.
He'll look to throw. Escaping to his left. He's going to tuck it and go. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a 1st down. Back to throw. Moving outside the pocket. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
That is hot. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Eagles. Luke now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles will up the lead to 5. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let's go now.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
19 Tiger, 19, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Buffalo 18, 7 Pirates, 79 Broncos, 60 Mavericks, 6.
Back to the air again on second and 10. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Big play coming up. This is third down.
Ready, right?
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here.
And he will score! Touchdown, Titans. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Big two-point conversion now coming for the Titans.
Here we go. Warriors 70, Cowboy 80, 18, Rattler 8, Dragon 60. Let go.
Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quint, and now he loses the football.
Remember now, Mike, that interception won't count for either guy, but the effort to save 2 points, especially after a drive that you end up giving up a touchdown, they could have easily folded and turned it into 8. And a nice stand there, keeping it to 6, and they'll take all the wins they can get.
He fields it at the 8. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10.
Ready? Check. Ready?
Now give on the ground, and the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
And once he got his head around, he realized he was in danger. I mean, luckily, he was able to get rid of that ball before it turned into a negative play.
So the Eagles will use their first time out here. Talk things over before third down. They'll look to throw. He's got his man, Carter. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12 as they wind up converting on fourth down. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. They'll look to throw again. Quick throw here is complete. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and 4.
Brings up second and 4.
Back to the air one more time. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And it'll bring up second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up first and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession.
And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
27-yard line.
Back to 60. Back to 60. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll start on the ground. It's a check. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Rolling right, escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
Okay,
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's first and 10.
Get it. Mustang 19.
They'll drop to throw. Forced out wide. Off he goes. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
19, 60 Bobcats, 7 Pirates, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, 18 Pioneer, Warriors, 70. Steady.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And the whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. The 47-yard line. RPO, that one is complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. And a first down. This is 1st and 10.
Let's go now. From 70 Wire. Ready.
Now it's H.A. And nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line.
The tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
70. 19 Tiger, 9 Cowboy 80, Cougar 19. Ready,
Quick throw, taken in, and they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
That's another
Good work after the catch. They gain 19 yards and a first down.
ready. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. This guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, 19 Lion.
Back to the air once more on second down. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. And the Titans going to be set up with 1st and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Okay, break. 70 Timberwolves, 60 Bison, 60 Bison, 19 tight, 19 tight.
That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
And the timeout comes. The whistle blows with 3 seconds remaining on the clock.
Ready.
Big play. 3rd and goal coming up.
19. Check smash, check smash. Cougar 19. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 18.
Here we go. 1 final play. And this is a touchdown. They do it on the final play. And now decision time. Down 1. Will they go for 2 and the win?
Mike, I know everyone loves to debate these decisions, but I don't even think there's a decision to be made. You have got to keep your offense on the field, go for 2, and end this thing right here, no overtime.
As big a call as you can make if you're a head coach. Down 1, go for 2, go for the win. And that is incomplete. It came down to one final play, but it does not pan out. The defense holds on to win it by a point. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles.